Hello, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. Welcome back. Obviously, we finished off Mass Effect 2, kind of. We are now about to do the Arrival DLC, which I'm looking forward to be honest. I am looking forward to it. I've read all your comments on the last episode, apart from, I think, at this point, some people haven't commented that usually do, and I'm sure they will later on. I'll just reply to them, that's perfect. But, yeah, glad to see some of you guys who haven't commented in a while commenting on here. It's great. Obviously by now you would have had a reply. It's just I haven't yet replied, but I've read them. So yeah, this episode obviously going to give my final thoughts on Mass Effect 2. Someone asked if I would react to the trailer for Mass Effect 3. I don't think I should, just because it might ruin stuff. Same as I didn't react to the trailer for Mass Effect 2. I don't know if there's some spoilers in there. Let me know what you guys think though. Just looking forward to jumping into Mass Effect 3, if I'm honest with you. It's going to be really, really good. Right. Arrival. So we need to just speak with the crew, get their final thoughts on everything, really. I imagine this is kind of close to where we're at. You know, we're almost done. We are almost done. I have other stuff on here like Firewalker, some side stuff. Probably not going to get into it.
That Collector Reaper crap is over. It is over, right? It's never over.
Ever think about the old Normandy and the trouble we got up to?
Yeah, those seem like the good old days now, but come on, it was hell at the time. Geth, Saren, Sovereign, and then we got dumped. We're stuck in a weird place, sure, but back then it wasn't all sunshine and bunnies.
This sounds like stuff that was...
I assume everything is going well up here?
At the beginning of the game.
This is really nice. EDI took up the slack in every department. I could get used to this kind of help.
It is not my intention to assume all of your responsibilities, Jeff.
No, I'm good. Just keep me updated. Quietly.
EDI isn't a crutch. I want your eyes on everything.
Eyes are easy, Commander. I got eyes covered.
I believe covering your eyes would be counter to Shepard's intention.
Human intentions are tough to read, EDI. But keep trying. You'll get the hang of it.
Good idea.
Joker.
All right.
Okay.
That's it for now.
So let's just speak to EDI, because you guys did say that she probably has some stuff to talk about herself.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
Let's talk about... I'm sure we've done this, but I'm
Let's
actually
discuss something else.
90% sure we've done this in a previous episode.
I want to know more about you.
But I mean, let's do it.
How are you getting along with Joker?
Jeff and I have established an equitable working relationship.
That's a little sketchy on details.
I am
That's
the
new.
Normandy.
Ooh.
He is a skilled helmsman. I trust him to keep me operational. He trusts me to keep him alive.
Plus, she's less of a pain about downtime now that the Cerberus locks are off.
There's nothing wrong with off-duty distractions, though some of your extranet bookmarks are technically illegal in council space.
What?
That is a joke.
How are things different for you now that you're connected to the ship?
It is difficult to
You're
put in
right.
terms you would understand.
These are different.
I am the Normandy now. Its sensors are my eyes. Its armor, my skin. Its fusion plant, my heart. I'm embodied in a way I have never experienced. Imagine if you'd spent your entire life wearing gloves. One day someone takes them off. You can finally touch the world. Feel it.
Where are you?
My core
Oh, we've done
intelligence
that.
is housed
We've
in
done
a
that.
quantum
That's
blue box
fine.
located
Your job?
behind the medical bay.
What do you do aboard the ship?
I operate the ship's electronic and cyber warfare suites in combat. My reaction time is much faster than any organic. I collate the records of shipboard monitoring devices for the Elusive Man. I have also gained access to anti-Reaper cyber warfare algorithms recovered by Cerberus.
Very nice. Okay, tell me about that, please.
The Reapers are millions of years more advanced than us. How can you affect them?
It appears that my design includes hardware recovered from the wreckage of Sovereign. These systems contain cyber warfare attack programs of considerable sophistication. I have allocated most of my processing power to analyzing them.
So if she starts claiming to be the vanguard of our destruction, I call shotgun on the first lifeboat.
Okay.
Cyber warfare means things like viruses, right?
In close-range ship-to-ship combat, I can sometimes break through the firewalls of an enemy's internal wireless network. Once I seize control of their systems, I can turn off gravity or air. I can disable weapons guidance or shields, or I can put their fusion plant in meltdown. On the defense, I manage Normandy's own suite of jammers, decoys, and internal firewalls.
That is impressive.
Sounds incredibly useful. Why isn't there someone like that on every warship?
An organic operator cannot react quickly enough to changing circumstances or perform the necessary multitasking. This is a role that can only be filled by an artificial intelligence. Unfortunately, we are suspect.
Oh, they just don't know you like I do.
The elusive man has monitoring devices on board?
He has invested most of Cerberus's resources into the design and construction of this ship. He has an interest in monitoring our progress.
Okay, perfect.
That's all for now.
That's everything from
Logging
Edie.
you out, Shepard.
I hope we don't lose this ship in Mass Effect 3. Because I can't see it getting any better than this ship, to be honest. I like this ship a lot. I really, really do. I was surprised on the lack of romance from Jack. That whole thing. Would Miranda or Tally have given us a bit more? I'm not too sure. But it just seemed like a very quick scene. Not that I wanted that particular scene to go on any longer, don't get me wrong. But I felt like there would be more to it.
Glad we gave the collectors what they deserved, Shepard. Can't say I like handing their assets over to the elusive man, but at least humanity is in the clear. For now, anyway. The collectors aren't the end of it. Can't be. I don't know what kind of time we have, but we better dust off and stay ready. You sure as hell know how to make enemies.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I'm interested in getting to know you better.
Already? I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. Let's do this later.
So I think
We'll talk
everybody's
later.
just going to have like a final word, but actually speaking with them isn't going to bring anything new, I don't think. Moradin?
Cerberus better than collectors still wouldn't turn base over to them. Risky. More than risky. Dangerous. Hope you know what you're doing.
Okay,
got a
2
minute to
people have
talk.
said that.
Later, better. Think I've cured Joker's condition. Simple treatment would...
Yeah,
Anything
we've
else?
done that as well.
I'll let you work.
We'll be
Okay,
here if you
people
need
aren't
me.
happy that I gave the collector base to the elusive man, but he said it would help to destroy the Reapers. It could be used as a weapon, and Grunt seemed to be on board with it. Fane nodded his head. You know, we'll see what everyone else says. Who have we got in here? Starbird Observation. Oh yes, Samara.
I am not sure it was wise to hand that base over to the elusive man. Cerberus has a very narrow view of the galaxy. Nonetheless, the choice was yours to make, and I respect that.
I wanted to check in.
I am always happy to talk with you.
I'm interested in hearing more about Asari Justicars.
We hold a unique place in Asari culture. Justicars are from another era. Young Asari grow up watching vids about our adventures. Pure fiction, of course. Some Asari are uncomfortable with us, but so few Justicars exist that most have never met one.
There were only a few Justicars?
Few Asari wish to make the sacrifices necessary to become one of us, and the training has a high casualty rate. It is a life of constant danger. Throughout the entire galaxy, there are only a handful of us at any time.
But I guess because she's Nardat Yakshi, she wouldn't have had much of a life anyway, unless she chose the
Why would
bad
anyone
side
want
of
to
it.
be a Justicar?
I'm right in thinking she is Nardat
It is
Yakshi, because it's
a
genetic,
deeply
right?
personal matter. Sometimes the most brutal path is the only honest one.
This code of the Justicar seems central to your life.
It is 5,000 sutras and covers every situation one can encounter. I have memorized every word. There is only the code.
Sometimes justice calls for mercy.
It does not exist to bring about spiritual enlightenment. Its purpose is to punish the wicked and protect the innocent.
The Asari I've spoken to seem conflicted about Justicars.
In this age, people see shades of gray everywhere. The code of the Justicar is black and white. I might seem a hero to many, but I would kill all of them if I had to.
What role do you think Justicars have in Asari society?
I would say that the closest human equivalent is a knight-errant in your medieval lore. Perhaps mixed with a bit of samurai.
I should go.
Very nice. Okay.
I'm glad we spoke.
Wonderful. Lots of information there. So probably Fane's going to want to talk. Oh, these guys had stuff to say, didn't they?
I never want to go through anything like that again. But we did it.
I can't wait to get back to Earth and see my family.
Good. Good. We did very well. I know I said it, and you guys have said it in the comments, but we did very, very well, especially for a blind playthrough, as you guys say. Very well. I was very surprised,
I'm
actually.
disquieted, Shepard. I trust you, but not the one you work for. He's driven by wrath and fear. I fear that all we've done is make him a giant.
I really am not liking the way this is
Have a few
going.
minutes to talk.
Very well. I had been recording a message for Kolyat.
How are things going with him?
It is difficult. All things worth keeping are. I never explained. I suppose the story of my wife's death took you by surprise.
I figured you'd explain to me when you were ready.
I appreciate your patience. I kept my work clear of our home life. I assumed that would be enough to protect Erica. That memory I mentioned before. Laser dot trembles on the target's skull. The smell of spice on a spring wind. Sunset eyes defiant in the scope. That was Erica. That was how I met her. She saw my targeting laser as she walked by and threw herself in the way.
So how did she go from blocking your shot to having your children?
I had to meet her. The memory possessed and endowed me. I fell on my knees before her, begged her pardon. She introduced me to the world beyond my work. Eventually, she forgave me. Later, she loved me.
I guess she impressed you.
She woke me up. Her body trembles, not fear. Indignation. Her mouth moves. How dare you? You and I trained to sacrifice ourselves to save others. How often does a civilian step in the way of a bullet to protect someone they've never met? I thought she was the goddess Arashu. She met my eyes through the scope, and my purpose faltered.
When you talked to Kolyat, you said she died.
I let myself become complacent. I thought Erica and Kolyat were safe. I stayed away too long, and my enemies came for her.
Who came for her?
Batarians, a slaver ring that was preying on Hanar outer colonies. I'd killed their leaders. They paid the Shadow Broker to find out who I was. But they were afraid of me, so they went after her.
You told Kolyat that you hunted her killers down.
Erica woke me up. When she passed, I returned to my battle sleep. My body hunted her killers, murdered them. I was taught to grant death quickly, cleanly, to minimize suffering. Them, I let them linger.
I mean, it's fair enough. It's fair enough.
You were operating on instinct. By your own rules, you can't blame yourself.
But I made the choice to hunt them. They're the only lives I've ever taken of my own choice. The only deaths on my own conscience. I haven't spoken about my wife, and I don't think I ever have. I didn't have anyone left to tell it to.
Thane, the worst thing is to face death with regrets. You're part of my crew, and I consider you a friend. If there's anything I can help you with, just ask.
I've never been part of a team. Assassins tend to be solitary. I'm learning the virtues of facing death with others at your side. It's a work in progress.
Bless. Okay. So everybody I've spoken to is not a fan of me giving the base over to the elusive man. What do you have to say, Kasumi? Anything?
There you are. I heard that you and Jack shared a moment.
We
She
did.
seemed genuinely touched.
I hope
She's
so.
a complicated woman. I'm really happy she's found someone who can understand her.
I do understand her.
I hear you and Miranda broke it off.
Obviously.
I thought you were good together. Oh well, shows what I know.
Yeah, nothing
You're a
about the
brave
mission?
man spending so much time with Jack.
Okay.
I'm afraid to even go near that part of the ship. I
Alright,
guess
this was-
there's someone out there for everyone.
Yeah.
Even her.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Miranda? Oh, this could actually be a pretty shitty conversation.
Before we started this mission, I never would have questioned our goals. I just hope we made the right choice. I hope whatever Cerberus finds at that base is worth it.
You have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard. Maybe another time.
I'll let you work.
Yes, no, I
Of course,
destroyed
Commander.
any part of anything with her personally. It's all,
I can't believe you took down the Collectors. I'm proud to serve under you, Commander. Hawthorne is still in the infirmary, though I think his pride is more broken than his bones. He tried so hard to help Joker.
Who? I don't remember him. Chakras, how are you doing?
I'm still a little shaken from my abduction by the Collectors. It was a lot to endure. You and Jeff came so quickly. I've never had truer friends. Thank you, Commander.
Oh, no, thank you. Thank you. Are you okay, sir? No, I can't speak to you. You're asleep. Legion, you'll have some more stuff about the...
Interesting choice, Shepard Commander. The old machines offered your race what the Geth aspired to. Unity, transcendence. Now you possess the knowledge yourselves. We hope you do not use it. Your species has much potential. You should build your own future.
I have questions about the Geth.
Specify.
Did Sovereign contact the Geth, or did you seek it out?
Nazara, the entity you called Sovereign, signaled us.
Nazara?
Like the Geth, the old machine listened to organic radio transmissions. It knew of our war against the creators. Nazara contacted many species over the millennia, seeking allies.
Ooh.
Some of the Geth followed Sovereign. The heretics.
The heretics accepted their technology. The old machines offered to give us our future. The Geth will achieve their own future.
What difference does it make how you acquire a certain technology?
Technology is not a straight line. There are many paths to the same end. Accepting another's path blinds you to alternatives. Nazara, Sovereign, said this itself. Your civilization is based upon the technology of the mass relays, our technology. By using it, your society develops along the paths we desire.
That is true.
What did you call Sovereign?
Nazara. That was what the programs within the Reaper called themselves. Sovereign was a title given by Saren Arterius. Saren and the heretics believed Nazara to be a supreme ruler, a sovereign.
I like Nazara more than
Sovereign was
Sovereign.
one ship. You're saying there were multiple programs inside it?
One ship, one will, many minds, like the Geth. We study your records. Sovereign told you this on Ilos. We are each a nation, independent, free of all weakness. A state compelling to the Geth. We are a nation, but interdependent. Separation is our weakness.
Okay.
I'm surprised you can speak. The Geth I fought before just made a stuttering sound.
We prefer direct digital transfer. Geth network communication travels at light speed. Human hardware does not support this method. Your analog oral communication is inefficient.
Okay. We're
Geth have a
slow,
government?
basically.
Not as you understand. We are all Geth. We build consensus.
Most governments do.
Organic governments impose consensus from a single point of view in autocracies by codifying the most broadly acceptable average of views in democracies.
So what makes the Geth different?
Data is shared between Geth. All viewpoints are considered. Consensus is achieved as data is disseminated.
That must take a long time.
It would for organics. We communicate at the speed of light.
You do? Yeah, it's true. Is that everything? It is, yes. Goodbye.
I'd like to
I
ask
think.
about something else.
Ready?
I'd like to find out more about you.
Topic.
When we took you aboard, I noticed you have a piece of N7 armor welded to you. Where did you get it?
It was yours. When you disappeared, we were sent to find you. We began where you first encountered the heretics.
Eden Prime.
After the old machine's attack, it was heavily defended. We were discovered. This is the impact of a rifle shot.
Jesus.
How many other Geth were sent out to find me?
We are the only mobile platform beyond the veil. Organics fear us. We wish to understand, not incite. One platform was judged sufficient.
You've been looking for me for 2 years?
We visited Therum, Pharos, Novaria, Vermeer, Ilos. A dozen unsettled worlds. The trail ended at Normandy's wreckage. You were not there. Organic transmissions claimed your death. We recovered this debris from your hard suit.
The Geth are listening in on our transmissions?
Organic life reacts to stimuli in unpredictable ways. We wish to learn.
What do you mean by stimuli?
We placed a fabricated story on the extranet that a certain arrangement of stars, viewed from the Batarian homeworld, formed the face of a Solarian goddess. Without waiting for verification, some declared it proof of the goddess's existence. Those who noted the lack of proof were attacked. The arguments taught us much. The experiment ended when a Solarian cult tried to purchase colonization rights to the stars and found they did not exist.
Oh.
It sounds like you're running experiments on us.
You are sapient life, but not like us. If we can model organic behavior, we can comprehend the Quarian creators. We do not understand their judgments in the Morning War.
What do you mean by stimuli?
We placed a fabricated story on the extranet that a certain arrangement of stars, viewed from the Batarian homeworld, formed the face of a Solarian goddess. Without waiting for verification, some declarative proof, the arguments taught us much.
We done that.
The experiment ended when a Solarian cult tried to purchase colonization rights to the stars, and found they did not exist.
Why were you trying to contact me?
You opposed the heretics, those that took the old machines as gods.
Yeah, there must be
All kinds
more
of
to
organics
it.
fought Sovereign and his Geth allies. Why am I so interesting?
You were the most successful. You killed their god.
I did.
You
I
succeeded
did.
where others did not. Your code is superior.
That doesn't explain why you used my armor to fix yourself.
There was a hole.
But why didn't you fix it sooner? Or with something else?
No data available.
Does he want to be like me? Am I like his hero, in a way? Maybe, right? That could be it. Right, what's Garrus got to say? Because we did use Garrus to his potential. Oh, do you want to talk?
You really are a hero. No sooner had the collectors damned us than you were pulling our sorry asses right back out of hell. You're aces in my book, Shepard. Thank you.
Oh, no problem. No problem at all. Okay. Garrus?
Check. I also hope they don't decide to do something worse than what the collectors were planning. Watch yourself, Shepard.
I mean, they shouldn't do, right? In worst case, if they do, we
got a
should
minute?
be able to sort it.
Can it wait for a bit? I'm
Yeah.
in the middle of some calibrations.
Of course it can. Of course
Talk to
it
you later,
can.
Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
Thank you. I mean, could they do something bad? I'm sure they can. I'm sure they could do something bad with it, but what's worse? Something that they can do, or something that the Reapers can do, you know? And if it stops the Reapers, then that's good. And then we can worry about them at a later stage. The Elusive Man, I mean, Cerberus. But all these guys are Cerberus, you know, Cerberus staff, so I'm a little bit worried.
Thanks for coming to get us, Commander.
I felt myself slipping away. You arrived just in time.
But I guess technically where I saved them, that's good.
What do you think about Cerberus?
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and who's in charge.
Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
I know you're working with Cerberus, but turning over the base to them was dangerous. I hope it doesn't come back to haunt us.
By the sounds of it, it's going to.
Sure. Let me just... Come on, you little bush-tet! Oh, sorry. I've got a small fever and I'm taking it out on the poor drive core. Don't worry, it's nothing serious. Got sloppy while doing some suit repair.
You're sick? Do you need help or time to rest?
Really, it's not that bad. If a stray bit of bacteria could really kill us, we'd have all died by now. The fever should go away in a day or two. Don't worry, it won't affect my performance on the mission. It's not even an illness, really.
Well, it didn't affect
What we
your performance.
experience is actually an acute allergic reaction.
How exactly does the sickness work? It's an allergic reaction?
Right. Say I get exposed to a human disease, like... What did Navigator Presley have that time? Chickenpox? I wouldn't get chickenpox, but I'd run a fever as my system reacted to the foreign presence. Depending on where it hits me, I could get other symptoms. Nausea, vomiting, everything you'd expect from being sick.
Right, okay.
How did you get sick this time?
I took some fire in a fight back on the Allerai. Nothing serious, but I needed to open my suit to check the wound. I disinfected properly, but one of the section seals had taken some damage, and foreign matter got out of the disinfected zone. It was a stupid mistake. You always check your seals before doing local treatment. Unless you forget. Then you get a damn fever.
You can seal off part of your suit?
Right. Like dropping emergency doors on a ship during a hull breach. It won't
Nice.
stop an infection that gets into my bloodstream, but it prevents a surface infection from spreading.
Very smart suits. Like, very smart.
Were your immune system stronger before the Geth drove you from your homeworld?
Not as strong as those of most races, definitely. I'm not a biologist, but there's a theory about it. Because our planet lacked insect life, plants developed symbiotic relationships with large animals to spread seeds or pollen. Most viruses on our world were partially beneficial, so our immune systems evolved to be weak. They were more likely to adapt to contamination than fight it.
Okay.
But Quarians colonized other worlds. They couldn't all have been like that.
They weren't. Most colonists went through a period of mild illness before adapting to the new environment. When the Geth took the homeworld and our colonies, the sterile environment on the flotilla ruined our immune system's adaptability. Even if we colonized a new world or reclaimed our own, we'd need a long process of bioengineering to recover.
Right. Okay.
I don't know if I could live inside a suit my whole life.
We are in our suits even among family. The most intimate thing we can do with another Quarian is link our suit environments. We get sick at first, and then we adapt. It's our most important gesture of trust, of acceptance. I haven't trusted anyone enough for that, though. Except, well, no Quarians. You know what I mean.
Yeah, but if you were to come into my environment, you would probably die.
I appreciate the thought, Tally, and I feel the same way. But you don't have to prove anything to me.
I know. Well, not that I know, but I didn't mean it like that. It's wow, it's really hot in here. It's just that the tradition also signifies a willingness for, intimacy. I wasn't trying to... It's not always like that. It's more... how did we even end up talking about this?
Am I interested?
Wait a minute. It sounds like you're suggesting something, Tally.
What could I possibly be suggesting? I mean, a young woman gets rescued by a dashing commander who lets her join his crew and then goes off to save the galaxy? How could she possibly develop any kind of interest in him?
You have nothing to be embarrassed about, Tally. I feel the same way about you.
Really? I didn't know... You never... Well, good. Anyway, I should get back to work. But thanks for coming by and talking.
Oh no. Have I just messed everything up with Jack? I mean, technically, word wouldn't spread that fast. Unless my engineers have quickly run down here to tell her.
Hey.
We need to discuss our relationship.
I said I want to think about everything. I
Oh.
just...
Okay.
Pretty much, yeah.
You don't have to agree so fast, you fucker.
Okay, well,
If you
we've
need to
done
think.
all this already, so she hasn't moved forward in the slightest. Okay, well that's fine. Have we spoken to everyone? No, we need to speak to Grunt, who hopefully will be on my side about, you know, the fucking base, because he did say, give it to your enemy. No,
The fight
use it
was
against
great,
your enemy.
But giving Cerberus the base was weak. This man of theirs, he hides. He was smart to get you, but a real battlemaster charges with his clan.
You told me to give it
Just
to him.
checking in. How you doing?
Battlemaster.
Yeah,
I
great. You have
checking in.
everything.
How you
Wonderful.
doing?
Yes.
Battlemaster. I
He
have
told me,
everything.
That's all
didn't
for
he?
now,
I took him and he said, "Oh, you need if the enemy gives you a weapon, you use it against them." I mean, maybe if he hadn't have said that, I would have not given it to him. Oh dear. Poor Zaid. Oh well. It wasn't a huge loss, I'll be honest. It wasn't a huge loss. Okay. Let's go and do a rival, shall we? Depending on how much charge my camera has. I will just have a quick look at that. Mass relay, yes please. Let's have a look. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's over here, isn't it? Yes. Yes. So we got offered this pretty early on in the story, but you guys and everyone has said only do it at the end. It makes sense to do it at the end, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to do it at the end. Like Mount Everest inside an oven was how John Crimson described Aratot while on a fact-finding mission to see if the garden world was worth contestation with the Batarians. His team ultimately decided that the planet's air pressure and oxygen content were too low for large-scale human habitation. Undeterred, the Batarian hegemony colonized the planet's polar regions and began an extensive terraforming effort with cyanobacteria, an invasive plant species. Alliance intelligence has confirmed that the colony has several Batarian military installations which are too close to human space for the Alliance comfort. Okay. The Batarian hegemony considers any presence of Alliance military vessels in Batarian space as hostile to Normandy SR-2, while an independent vessel strongly resembles that Normandy SR-1, an Alliance ship. Use of stealth systems is highly recommended. Okay, Miss Kenson, or Dr. Kenson, apologies. We're on our way to you. We are. Fuck. Look, I leveled up one more time. I should have got... could have gained another mastery level. Oh well. Oh. It's just me. Okay. That's interesting. Oh no, that was right, wasn't it? None of the crew could know it's a mission for just me. Yeah, I remember now. Okay.
Access is restricted. Enter authorization code.
Okay. Bridge control.
We've been spotted. Baron. The Batarians must send their prisoners down here to die. I have to find Dr. Kenson now.
Oh, that's the bridge, okay. Do I want to go down there? No, it looks like a dead end. I won't go down there. It's not like I need any upgrades or research or anything. I imagine that all gets reset in Mass Effect 3 anyway, or I just start off stronger. Okay, there's a dead one. There's my rifle. I think I prefer to take that.
This place is run down, even for a prison.
Yeah. It's pretty disgusting, actually. Doesn't look like a prison at all.
Get the human in question.
Get your hands off me!
Is it only Dr. Kenson who's here? Oh, I see. Okay. What, and they haven't found me? Really? Ah, okay, so activate that one. No, wait, turn that one off. And then I'm guessing there's another one somewhere here. Yeah. Oh, dear. So that one turns off. Yes, look at that. Look at that. Okay. Okay, this looks a little bit newer.
I hear humans are scurrying like vermin out in the asteroid belt. Is anywhere safe from them? We should arm a mission to flush them all out.
Oh, that's good to know.
This is valuable.
Heavy weapon ammo. Oh. Okay. Any other way? I guess through there. I feel like I'm walking away from Dr. Kenson's prison, though.
They wanted to slam an asteroid into the mass field. Can they even do that? What difference does it make? We caught them.
Who did? The Alliance did? What, to cut off the Batarians? Makes sense, but is that necessarily something we would do?
They've still got her down in a prison. I'd just kill her. Interrogating a human's a waste of time.
There's nothing we can do here to kill them both at once, is there? Ah, it's a flashbang. That's not too much of an issue. Where's this guy gone? Well, let's explore a little bit. I mean, I don't know what's necessarily around. A locker. Anything else? No. Anything else worth looking at? No. Not really. So I don't... Arrival. So why did you guys tell me to keep this under lock and key until we finished? It almost feels like it doesn't really have anything to do with the main story or Mass Effect 3. Wait, where am I going then? Oh, would that have cut the power back at the... Could have done, couldn't it? How do I get over there? How do I get over there? It's a bloody good question. Okay. Alright.
Relay can't be damaged, much less destroyed. Those humans will do anything for this boy, I swear. We have to make this one an example to the others. We can't respond kindly to terrorists.
They've seen it.
Oh god. That did not go how I wanted it to. Okay. Anything in here? Aha, personal log.
47 days straight without time off. You know there's humans in the prison below. I can't get a break. There's 300,000 people in this colony.
Jesus. Where's this guy gone? So we're pretty over level for this, I think. Who is it? Who is it?
I heard an artifact was found in that asteroid belt. And the humans got it. They did. They swarmed in and put flags all over it.
Asteroid belt.
This one's apparently the mastermind, if she doesn't talk. Humans still won't tell us where their base is. No way we'll find it, even if we have to scan every asteroid out there. I wonder if those humans actually found something. Now torture is too great if it gets that information out of them.
I mean, could the Reapers use the Batarians?
I'll ask you again. Where is your base?
You're wasting time. The Reapers are coming.
The Reapers are coming here, to this relay.
Every moment you keep me here brings them closer.
So why should I let you go destroy the relay then? Just destroy the system.
Do what you want to me, Batarian. Torturing me won't save you.
No, but it will amuse me.
So that's what they mean by the Reapers are coming then.
are you doing?
Dr. Kenson, I'm Commander Shepard. I'm here to get you out.
Commander Shepard? I'd heard you were alive. Hackett must have received my message.
We're not safe here. Can you walk?
I'm fine. Just give me a moment.
We have to go. Now.
If we can find a console, I can hack security. Make us an escape path.
Oh, now they're aware that we're here.
Then we'll find one. Go.
Okay.
Ready.
Where are we going? Left or right? Which way? Where? That way. Not that way?
This is a cell block. There should be a security console here somewhere.
Okay. It's a lot of ammo, so clearly... Oh, they do hit quite hard though. Okay. Oh shit.
Disabling systems.
Flashbang again, that's fine. We don't like Batarians, so this is going well, I would say. Going very well.
They know we're here. Keep them off me while I hack us a way out.
Okay.
Suppress the teams to cell block now.
Who am I looking for?
Came in through. Keep them out.
Okay.
They're coming through that door in the back. Lock it down.
What door? Oh. Whew. Okay. Have we got an elevator now?
That did it. Let's move.
Yeah. Where is it? This one? Oh, how do we get to... Yes. Well done, Dr. Kenson. No, let them escape. Let them escape.
Oh, one last thing. The hangar doors are hard locked. We'll have to get those open the old-fashioned way.
Well, that shouldn't be an issue. What the fuck are you doing? Oh. Oh dear. It's fine. Oh my god. They are stealthy, huh? They just... Jesus. Christ. No. We good? I think so.
We have to break the locks on the bay doors.
Oh, I see. Oh dear. Oh god, just so many more. Okay, we should be able to go now, yeah?
To break the lock
Oh.
from the base door.
Let's go then. So what, that was it? Jesus.
Engaging autopilot. We should be well out of range before they get their security measures unscrambled.
Do you think they'll come after you?
I'm not taking any chances. Batarians don't take kindly to humans who plan to destroy their mass relays.
So the charges against you are true.
Well, to be fair, that's about half the story. My people and I were here investigating rumors of Reaper technology out in the fringes of this system.
I guess you found something.
We found proof that the Reapers will be arriving in this system. When they get here, they'll use its mass relay to travel throughout the galaxy. We call it the Alpha Relay. From here, the Reapers can invade anywhere in the galaxy.
So you decided to destroy it?
Exactly. Doing that would stop the Reapers' invasion. Even at FTL speeds, it'd be months or years before they got to the next relay. We came up with what we just called the Project. A plan to launch a nearby asteroid into the relay and destroy it before the Reapers could arrive. The explosion would probably wipe out the system.
Okay.
How did you plan to launch an asteroid into a mass relay?
Moving an asteroid just requires thrust and guidance, which are readily available in Omega's salvage yards. Get the right amount of power and a good VI to drive it, and you can pretty much just point and shoot.
I've always heard that mass relays are indestructible.
I've heard that too, but I think it's more that nobody's willing to find out what happens when one is destroyed. And, well, we plan to slam a small planet into the thing at very high speed. By our calculations, that's more than enough.
Or it'll just send the planet
Is the project still
somewhere.
operational?
I imagine it is. We were one button press away from launch when the Batarians arrested me.
Oh no, am I going to be
Why do you
the...
think destroying the mass relay would destroy the entire system?
Mass relays are the most powerful Mass Effect engines in the known galaxy. The energy released from a relay's destruction would probably resemble a supernova.
Holy
It
shit.
is a remote system, but just over 300,000 Batarians live on the colony where they held us. The explosion would undoubtedly kill them all.
Ooh.
How were you caught?
We've been smuggling Starship parts from Omega. Thrusters, guidance, and aftermarket ESO core. The Batarians thought that looked suspicious. A few days ago, I took a few of the men on a scouting trip, and the Batarians pounced on us. They never found our actual base.
Wow.
I still don't see how you learned about this supposed invasion.
The evidence came from what we call Object Rho, a Reaper artifact we discovered among the asteroids near the relay itself. When we get back to Arcturus Station, I'll explain everything and provide copies of all our notes on the artifact.
I see why you guys told me to do this after the game.
What
That
is
makes
a Reaper
sense.
artifact doing on an asteroid?
We don't know, or even what its purpose is. Some things are just too old or large to comprehend. Even a Reaper thousands of years dead contains power. Their artifacts are worthy of study, regardless of their purpose.
How exactly does a Reaper artifact give you proof of an impending invasion?
It showed me visions of the Reaper's arrival. Much like your Prothean beacon, I imagine. The Reapers are coming, Commander. That much I know for certain.
If you're working near a Reaper artifact, how have you avoided indoctrination?
We've been very careful. We know what we're dealing with. You're not speaking to a child, Shepard. I saw what Sovereign did at the Citadel. Trust me, I know what's at stake.
Could that not mean that the Reaper IFF that we have on the Normandy could be indoctrinating us as well?
The stakes are too high. If you were willing to destroy a whole system over this, I want to see your proof.
I guess I can't argue with that. Give me a moment. Kenson to Project Base.
Good to hear your voice, Doctor. You coming home?
Affirmative. And I've got Commander Shepard with me.
Shepard? Really?
Tidy up the lab. The Commander needs to confirm the artifact.
Right. I'll get everything set up for your arrival. Project
This is getting spicy.
All set. Just sit back and relax. We'll be there in no time.
Am I going to have to press the button? I bet it's a choice. I'm going to have to read the codex about Batarians again. Quiet?
Here we are. Welcome to Project Base.
What's this?
That's our countdown to arrival. When that gets to 0, the Reapers will have come. Just over 2 days and counting.
Oh, fuck
Puts
me.
things in perspective, doesn't it?
Jesus.
How do you know that's an accurate countdown?
It is. The artifact has been giving off pulses at definite intervals since we found it. The intervals have been decreasing at a steady rate. The artifact is reacting to the Reaper's proximity. In just over 48 hours, the pulses will become constant, and the Reapers will be here.
I mean, I don't know how on earth we're going to be able to repel or kill them. Like, we've had such trouble with Sovereign, or Nazar. Plus that Reaper that was, what, a quarter built, half built in the Collector's base? Like, how are we going to deal with an entire army of Reapers, all working as one force?
You're saying the Reapers could be at Earth in 2 days? There's no time to waste.
Then let's show you that proof.
Yes,
that
please.
That door exits the hangar. The artifact is in our central lab area. Go through the door at the end of that corridor to your left.
So what would it take to get the project back up and running?
Everything was in place when we were arrested. It wasn't a question of could we, but should we.
Oh god, so we're basically...
What alternative do we have?
The Reapers will reach this system regardless. But the Alpha Relay is their shortcut to the rest of the galaxy. If you want to keep the Reapers at bay, this relay must be destroyed.
I mean, it's a pretty easy decision, no?
We have to get the project running again. It's probably the only chance we have.
One sec. Let me get the door.
That is more than an
Commander
artifact.
Shepard, I give you Object Row.
You have the Reaper artifact just sitting here? Out in the open?
When we found it, it showed me a vision of the Reaper's arrival.
Kenson, this is not good.
Give it a moment, Shepard. It'll give you the proof you need. I can't let you start the project, Shepard. I can't let you stop the arrival. Take him down!
There!
Wait, what? Whoa, 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 whoa. Ah. They're working with them? They've become indoctrinated? Or they're just cultists?
Make this difficult, Shepard.
God.
Do not resist. Give yourself over and be spared.
They've got to be indoctrinated 100%. This is nuts. You stay away from me. No!
and patch him up.
We want Shepard alive.
Like Shepard was waking up a moment ago. But it could be a glitch in the system. No glitch. The sedatives aren't working. Security!
Jesus. Okay, alright, let's take a look. Power junction, research log. Where's the research log?
Step away from the terminal. The project is almost complete. I thought I'd feel a sense of accomplishment, but instead, I feel dread. I can't help but think we're doing something terrible.
Yeah, because the Reapers told you that. This is cool. I love the fact I'm like invincible. Probably not invincible, but seem to be doing much better than the other mechs. This is... I see this game just keeps throwing curveballs at me. What a game. Oh. Yeah, I guess that doesn't necessarily matter. I do need a gun though, can I take... Where are my weapons? Oh, equip weapons. That's easy enough. Yeah, that's all good. Have I got them all? I got everything.
Not much time. I have to get this asteroid moving and get the hell out of here.
Hell yeah. Okay. Jesus, let's go. This is nuts. Okay. There are quite a few guards, so I need to be careful. Ah! I feel like this is a trap though, I don't know. Like a trap to make me launch the asteroid? Maybe not, I'm looking too far into it. Way too far into it. Why would you bring me here then? Doesn't make any sense. And why tell me about the project? And then bring me in? Unless the Reaper told them to bring me in? I don't know. They haven't sealed anything off.
Shepard is tearing us apart.
Regroup.
Get in there.
No, where's the flamethrowers? We do not want the flamethrowers. Project Pyro. Holy crap.
The longer we're here, the more I'm convinced that the project must be stopped. We simply don't know enough about what the Reapers want.
Wow. So they became indoctrinated.
It's foolish to assume that the Reapers mean doom for the galaxy. Legends say they've come through before, and yet life continues, doesn't it?
Nice. Nice. Wow, okay. I should have seen that coming, to be honest. Yeah, like, why would they not be indoctrinated? Or she genuinely thinks she's doing something right. And if she does, she's stupider than I thought. Oh no, don't you dare. It's my fault. It's my fault. What am I doing now? What am I doing now? Down here then, I guess? No? So, over here. Engine control.
Welcome to Project Control.
I want to activate the project.
Warning. Activating the project will result in an estimated 305,000 casualties. Do you wish to continue?
That's going to be in war with the Batarians. Well, I guess we're technically still already against them. We have to. They're going to be killed anyway.
Project activation in progress. Warning. Collision with mass relay is imminent. Begin evacuation procedures.
If we can warn them.
Alert. All colonists living in the Bahak system. This is...
Shepard, no! Do you have any idea what you've done? You leave me no choice. If we can't stop this asteroid, it must be destroyed.
Tell me where to find Dr. Amanda Kenson.
Dr. Kenson is traveling to the reactor core module.
An ESO-core meltdown should do it. Because of you, everyone on this rock will be obliterated.
Not if I get to you first. Let's go!
Shit. This is intense. This is super intense. Come on. Where is she? She seemed fairly tough, so I imagine it's...
Don't try to stop me, Shepard. I have to do this.
I've already activated the project. We can still escape this rock.
Where are you going? Where are you going?
There is no escape. There's no redemption for what you've done. I will die, never having seen the Reaper's blessings, and you will just die.
Damn it, Kenson.
Oh, for goodness sake. I haven't got time for any of this, really.
We've been spotted.
Shepard is trapped. Keep him in there.
Yeah, whatever. Not trapped at all. Trapped! You're having a laugh. Come on, go. Go. No! Oh, you bastards! Oh, this is harder than the main quest. Okay. Alright. Slow and steady. It's gotta be it, right?
Cooling rod B reinserted. Reactor meltdown averted. Core temperature dropping.
You've done nothing, Shepard. I can still override power to the engines. Try to stop me.
I will.
Step away from the reactor.
You've ruined everything. I can't hear the whispers anymore.
Turn around. Now!
You've taken them away from me. I will never see the Reaper's arrival. All you had to do was stay a secret.
Warning. Collision imminent.
Oh, thank God.
Warning. Collision imminent.
Are we okay?
Warning. Collision Collision imminent. Warning. Collision imminent. Warning. Collision imminent. Warning. Collision imminent. Warning. Collision imminent.
Joker, this is Shepard. I need a pickup. Now.
Communication system damaged.
Damn it.
Evacuation protocols in effect. All personnel report to escape shuttles.
Where can I find an escape shuttle?
Take the lift from this room to the external access. From there, proceed to the communications tower. The remaining escape shuttles will be located on the tower's landing pad.
I have to get to that comm tower and take a shuttle. It's my only chance.
God, I thought we were going to die. Like, properly die. Surely not. Oh no, are we still against people? How much time have we got? Not much. At all. What are we collecting?
We can use this.
Fine palladium. Not that I'm going to need any of this, really. Shit. I imagine all the crew have been... I imagine they've all been evacuated, so we might be okay. Just to keep running. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Maybe I shouldn't have shot her. Oh, why are you still here? Oh god, there's the relay. Do you know how close we are? We are getting super close to that fucking Alpha relay. Are there any more? There can't be any more, surely. Let's go, 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 go.
External comm channel open.
Shepard to Normandy. Joker, do you read me?
Shepard, you have become an annoyance. You fight against inevitability, dust struggling against cosmic winds. This seems a victory to you, a star system sacrificed. But even now, your greatest civilizations are doomed to fall. Your leaders will beg to serve us.
Maybe you're right. Maybe we can't win this. But we'll fight you regardless. Just like we did Sovereign. Just like I'm doing now. However insignificant we might be. We will fight, we will sacrifice, and we will find a way. That's what humans do.
Know this as you die in vain. Your time will come. Your species will fall. Prepare yourselves for the arrival.
Commander Shepard, Normandy inbound for pickup.
Roger that.
I couldn't even warn the Batarians.
Get us out of here, Joker.
Jesus. Wow. I mean... Wow. Is that Admiral Hackett?
Looks like you've recovered.
Admiral Hackett?
Sounds like you went through hell down there. How are you feeling?
Fine. No more visions, if that's what you mean. I wasn't expecting to see you here.
You went out there as a favor to me. I decided to debrief you in person. That was before the mass relay exploded and destroyed an entire Batarian system. What the hell happened out there, Commander?
Have you received any intel about what happened?
All I know is I sent you out there to break Amanda Kenson out of prison. And now an entire system is destroyed.
Well,
I hope you
yeah.
can fill in the leap of logic between those two events.
I confirmed Dr. Kenson's proof. The Reapers were coming, and destroying that relay was the only way to stop them. Kenson sedated me for almost 2 days. I started the engines with little more than an hour left. I tried to warn the Batarian colony, but time ran out.
The Batarians report no survivors from Aratat. At least you tried. And you believe the Reaper invasion really was a threat?
No doubt about it. We literally had minutes to spare.
I'm sure all the details are in your report. I won't lie to you, Shepard. The Batarians will want blood, and there's just enough evidence for a witch hunt. And we don't want war with the Batarians. Not with the Reapers at the galaxy's edge.
What are you saying?
You did what you did for the best of reasons, but there were more than 300,000 Batarians in that system. All dead.
They died to save trillions of lives. If I could have saved them, you bet your ass I would have.
You're preaching to the choir, Commander. If it were up to me, I'd give you a damn medal. Unfortunately, not everyone will see it that way.
So what do you suggest?
Evidence against you is shoddy at best. But at some point, you'll have to go to Earth and face the music. I can't stop it, but I can and will make them fight for it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I didn't expect to see you aboard a Cerberus vessel.
I don't like Cerberus or the way they do things. But they brought you back to life, and they're actually doing something about the state of the galaxy. So for now, I can be friendly.
Is the Alliance concerned about the Batarians' response to this incident?
Very. The Batarians have been looking for an excuse to wage war on us since we showed up in the galaxy. If the Reapers invade, we need the galaxy to work together. If we're at war with the Batarians, the other races will be hesitant to give aid to either side.
Is the Alliance prepared for a Reaper invasion?
That's hard to say. It took multiple fleets and the Destiny Ascension to bring Sovereign down.
Yeah.
And that was just one Reaper. If the Reapers come in force, we're just not ready.
I'll gladly stand trial once this mission is done.
Glad to see working with Cerberus hasn't stripped away your sense of honor. Do whatever you have to do out here. But when Earth calls, you make sure you're there with your dress blues on, ready to take the hit. In the meantime, you keep this. I don't need to see a report to know you did the right thing.
Yes, sir.
You've done a hell of a thing, Commander.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. That has obviously been Mass Effect 2, and to finish it off we had the Arrival DLC. Now, sorry for the lack of reaction at the end of that mission, the end of that gameplay. I was pulled in every which direction. I had to leave pretty quickly to go and do something, so I apologise. I was just trying to get through it as quickly as I could and didn't realise General Hackett or Admiral Hackett would be there waiting for me at the end. But yeah, this kind of ending is kind of just a sign off, but also to give my final thoughts on Mass Effect 2. I know some of you has asked for that, and I think it's a pretty good... I think now we're at a good stage where, yeah, some final thoughts would be good. I mean, when it comes to Mass Effect 2 and the Mass Effect franchise so far, it has been it's been up there, right, as one of the best games I've played so far. We obviously still have Mass Effect 3. I did enjoy Mass Effect 2 a lot. I can see what a lot of you mean by Mass Effect 1 is kind of just there to build the story, and then Mass Effect 2 has a lot more to do with the actual game, a lot more exploration, a lot more side quests, just a lot of stuff that can happen, that can go right, that could go wrong. I'm sure that will continue in Mass Effect 3, and I for one cannot wait. It's going to be a really, really fun journey. As to what's going to happen next, I don't know. I theorized about this a little bit after sort of editing, I guess, the episode you've just seen. And there's a few things I was thinking. Obviously, if we've now pissed off the Batarians and they're likely going to wage war against us, I did think maybe the Reapers will use the Batarians to their advantage, but at the same time, they would wipe out everyone, right? That's what they're there to do. They are there to wipe out everything and then make some kind of intelligent race, or it doesn't even need to be intelligent, I imagine, but it helps, a shell of its former self, and then use them as pawns come the next Reaper invasion on a whole new race of people, on a whole new, well, many races of people and planets and different things going on. So I can't see the Batarians teaming up with the Reapers necessarily, unless they were to obviously falsify maybe a promise that they would stay sentient after the invasion, which I doubt. Whether the only other thing I can see happening is maybe they're going to be able to infiltrate the Geth and take control of that again. Maybe Legion will become some kind of pawn or problem within the Normandy itself, but I feel like the Geth, or the Heretics Geth, as Legion said in the episode, they kind of made a choice and believed Nazar, as they're called, to be their god. Obviously Legion is smarter than that, and their people are against the Reapers ultimately, and it was only a select few, which is good to hear. But we've kind of left Mass Effect 2 with a lot of the universe and a lot of the people being divided. There hasn't really been any unity, and I mean, even the fact that our own crew are divided by my choice to give the collector base to the elusive man. And in my defense, it was seen as a weapon to go against the Reapers. We saw what Sovereign did. We know what Sovereign can do. As Admiral Hackett put it at the end there, if they do come in force, which by the looks of it, of the, I think, 2 or 3 little clips that we've seen of them working in tandem to go through a mass relay, or to, teleport to us somehow, to get to us somehow, there are numbers. There are an awful lot of Reapers on the way. I can't see them sending just one at a time just for shits and giggles. They're going to be coming in full force. And even united, that's going to be a pretty big ask for us to go against. So I really don't know how or what's going to happen in Mass Effect 3. Maybe we could have used the genophage and the research from that to make another Krogan army. But obviously, I made a decision to destroy that data, or left it in Moradin's hands, who destroyed it. So we don't have that. Equally, by doing that, I mean, there's no guarantee that we wouldn't then be up against another Krogan uprising in the form of Rex and his people and all of the new Krogan that have, come about due to the genophage being now obsolete, and a brand new side of things. It's difficult. Now, what I feel is a strong possibility, and I don't know why, but it makes sense in my head, and what I feel is a strong possibility is things will flip. So where we used a Krogan to defeat the Rachni and push them back, where I've released the Rachni Queen back in Mass Effect 1, I feel maybe that's an arc that we can use and go to the Rachni Queen for help and get her people involved the way that we used the Krogan against them, but use a master of Rachni against the Reapers. Again, whether that's going to work or whether that's going to cause issues down the line, I really don't know. I almost trust the Rachni Queen more than I do the Krogan, because at least the Rachni were indoctrinated by Sovereign or by the Reapers, the few that were, or at least it's a theory, right, that they were indoctrinated and that was essentially the first invasion to try and wipe us all out, so that the Reapers could then use the Rachni for the next load of eliminating, so to speak. I trust that more, because I don't think the Rachni really have any reason to go against us afterwards. Otherwise they would have done it now already, whilst the Krogan, out of their own free will and out of their own sentient if that's a word, decided to uprise against us. Not necessarily band together, there were different bands, but those bands were still big enough to cause major friction between the Alliance and Cerberus and everyone that needed to go against them. We had to destroy them, which was why the Genophage was made. But I can't see what happens next. I feel like there's going to be some big decisions between obviously Tally and Legion. The fact that we still had the Quarry and Homeworld to contend with, I'd like to think we won't necessarily get involved with that. I feel we might need to. A lot of Mass Effect 3 may be to do with uniting everyone, bringing everyone together on the same page. That could be an arc that it's going to follow, because at the moment we are extremely divided. Whether everyone will see sense that just the fact that the Reapers are a bigger threat, I don't know. But it looks exciting. It looks exciting. And I did think about something that I said in this last episode about the Jack romance. I guess I forget that she's probably in Mass Effect 3 and we're going to continue that romance in Mass Effect 3, where I failed to utilise that in Mass Effect 1 and bring it to Mass Effect 2 with, say, Liara or someone else. So, yeah, at least hopefully, that will continue in Mass Effect 3, and that's going to be quite cool. That's going to be really, really good. The only criticism I guess I have of Mass Effect 2, and this may only be because of the way I've played it, I understand that there are different ways the suicide mission could have ended. In fact, it was very difficult to stay away from spoilers as I was playing through this series. I did manage to do it, but obviously where I'm using YouTube quite a lot, the YouTube algorithm now feels, Mass Effect, that's your thing, which is great, unless you're making a blind playthrough. Which I was, and I tried to, not interested, stay away from everything. Pretty much did. I did scroll past a thumbnail which was so obvious as to what was happening that it could not have been anything else, which is why I think I know how the suicide mission could have ended had I decided to fuck everything and really, truly, do some bad things. Maybe I'll make a reaction to that ending. Maybe. If you guys want to see it, then certainly I will do. I think I know how it ends, just given the thumbnail. Maybe you guys have seen it as well. Maybe you'll know what I'm talking about. But just from seeing that thumbnail, I did feel as if there would be more death. I felt like there was going to be a lot more problems to the end of Mass Effect 2 than there actually was. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know. Maybe Mass Effect 2 has really just now built my relationship with everyone, built that character again, like Mass Effect 1, but now it's not been taken so quickly, and that's going to obviously play out in Mass Effect 3. There were very few times in Mass Effect 2 I felt emotional or sad or even cried at the game, bar Overlord, and that was obviously DLC, and I felt slightly... Well, no, was there anything else? No, not really. I mean, all the decisions were fairly easy unless you just wanted to fuck it and play about. But that's easy for me to say, because so far all the decisions I've made, I feel are the right ones. Some of you might not think so, obviously, like the collector base, like destroying the Genophage data. Choosing between Samara and Morinth was an easy one, unless you just want to watch the world burn. But it's been very fun. It's been very fun. I was just surprised at the lack of, I guess, harder situations. The forced, you're between a brick wall and a brick wall. No matter what you choose here is going to be sad, is going to be devastating, like with Mass Effect 1 where we had to choose between Ashley and Alenko. That was a decision we made, and it was a sad one. It was a sad one. It wasn't overly emotional because, again, in Mass Effect 1 I didn't utilise Ashley or Alenko to the best of their ability. I just didn't take them too much. And as much as Ashley's arc is extremely in-depth compared to Alenko's, I just wasn't fond of neither of them. Probably wouldn't have used Alenko if he came back in Mass Effect 2. Will he return in 3? No idea. No idea. We're going to see. But no, it's been fun. It's been fun. My only regret, and obviously I wouldn't have known, and it's only decompressing this afterwards, is probably that I didn't take Legion to the Overlord DLC. I don't know if there is some really interesting things that happen if you do take Legion, or even if that's possible. I'd like to think it is, bearing in mind it is just DLC, and maybe after retrieving the Reaper IFF I can just go and do Overlord. Maybe I should have waited. Maybe. It would have been cool to see if Legion did have any quips to say, anything interesting, whether, not so much that it would have played out differently because the situation had already arose, but it would have been interesting to see the doctor or the professor in charge of the project see me with Legion, if that makes sense. Maybe the game hadn't thought of it, but I'd be very surprised. Yeah, either way, Mass Effect has changed my life for the better. It's been a really, really good game. We're obviously going to continue playing. We're obviously going to go through it and see what happens here. I was very pleased as how the final mission went. We only lost Zaid. Maybe if I had taken Zaid a lot more in the different missions and the different things, it would have been sadder. Maybe. But also not necessarily. In fact, I contradict that entirely, because Kasumi and Zaid were the only ones that you couldn't properly talk to. Yes, you could press on certain things in a room and they would have little things to say about it, but you couldn't really go into their life, niggle on things, and change, your perception of them. To be honest, if Zaid or Kasumi had died, I really wouldn't have felt anything. In fact, that would have been a win. I could have lost both of those in Mass Effect 2 and not really feel anything at all. The only other person that probably could have died and me not feel anything is Legion, simply because he is technically a walking platform. Right, he is technically a walking platform, which probably we could put Legion into something else, or technically, Geth is Geth. You can just use another platform. It's fine. So yeah, I mean, the loss of those three wouldn't have been a tremendous deal. A loss of the others, I probably would have felt something, especially from Moradin, Miranda, Tali. Not so much Jacob. Grunt probably, yeah. Jack definitely. Samara, yeah, but obviously that's her code. It really depends. Either way, I can't wait now to get into Mass Effect 3. I'd like to bring that to you as quickly as I can. I don't know when I'm going to be able to. Obviously, we've got other stuff going on the channel as well. That's going to continue. I don't forget about you guys. I will always attempt or will bring at least one Mass Effect video a week to you, if not more if I can. That is a guarantee. That always will be. Not sure how long this is going to take now, simply because I do want to make a new intro for Mass Effect 3. Obviously the recap that we did at the beginning of Mass Effect 2 went down really well. You guys loved it. I love making them. And there's so much that I can already see me doing with Mass Effect 2. So I can't wait to bring that to you in the first episode of Mass Effect 3. Hopefully this has been educational for you. Hopefully it's been good for you to see my kind of insight of the game so far and how I think it's going to play out. I really don't know what direction Mass Effect 3 is going to go. I mean, it's so easy to say we're fighting the inevitable, and in theory the Reapers are probably a good thing for the universe because they reset everything. They're playing God, basically, and they have the power of God. We could see that with just fighting Sovereign, the amount of death and everything that's caused in Mass Effect 2, yet alone an army of Reapers. So how that's going to play out, I don't know. Is letting them do the thing, eliminating all of us, a good thing or not? I mean, probably not, I did strive towards the idea that yes, we're becoming more and more technologically advanced, and we're probably going towards a point where we are the creators of our own destruction anyway. But they're here to not just eliminate us, but to eliminate all living things within the system, bar what they will use as a pawn, like the collectors, like the Protheans. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Right, I need to cut this off and add it to the end of this video, which you're going to get today. This was filmed today on the 30th, so yeah, you're going to see this today as well. I just need to now edit it into this Arrival episode. But yeah, thank you so much for obviously watching this series. Thank you so much for keeping by me throughout it as well. This has been such a journey for me. I cannot wait to go into Mass Effect 3, see upgraded graphics, new abilities, new things, I guess. And yeah, really be spoiled by that story. But Mass Effect 2 was fun. Mass Effect 2 was fun. I'm not going to forget it. I'm not going to forget it. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you very, very soon. Take care, look after yourselves, and bye-bye.